Okay. I think Liverpool have big needs, and they obviously have the money to spend. Even though they spent a lot of money, I think they've got even more that they can splash either in January or next summer. I'm hoping January. There's a couple at least because there's some big gaps, I think. And so let's dive right in because I'm going to show you Liverpool's next 3 signings, and the last one might surprise you. Okay, here we go. Number uno, it's Mark Gahey, of course, from Crystal Palace. There's really no surprise with this one. I do think Liverpool are going to go in for him, and I do believe that they're going to get him in January. That's what I would say. I think we're going to go get him 25 million, I think. I know he's got like, what, 6 months left on his contract come January, but, you know, for a team, you know, Palace probably have some sort of, you know, trophy aspirations this season in some of the cup competitions. And so I don't think they're just going to let him go for, you know, 10 million in January. But I do think Mark Gahey still wants the move. I think he was very disappointed when it didn't happen. And similar to Virgil van Dijk, I do believe he's going to come, and he'll come in January. This is a very important signing for Liverpool because this is the type of guy to lead our back line for the next 5 years. You know, Virgil, he's not going to be Virgil forever. He's got, you know, after this season, he's got 1 more year left, and I think that'll be it for him. But Mark Gahey can come in and he can be the leader on the back line. We've seen him do it at Palace. We've seen him do it for England. And I think this has to be the guy to lead Liverpool from the back for the next 5 years. So Mark Gahey, January. Here are some stats for Gahey just to prove that I think he's actually, he's a very good player. And you probably don't even need to know that, but you probably already know it. Gahey's actually very good. And I think this would be really interesting for Arne Slot. Right now, Van Dijk, Konate, they don't do a lot of this where they don't support the attack as much as Gahey. Gahey is kind of an anomaly. He likes to get forward. He's good with the ball at his feet. He's not afraid to make those really good cutting runs through the midfield. And you can see how good he is at connecting with his front line. He's very good. He's got, you know, assists. Sometimes he'll score. He'll get in for a goal. Mark Gahey, very, very good in possession, very, very good passer. And he's good at helping kind of create something out of nothing. He's good at creating attacking opportunities, shot creating actions. Those are really good numbers. Goal creating actions. Look at that. Almost a third of a goal created per 90. That's really good for a center back. And so I think, you know, Liverpool could benefit from that. And by the way, he's not that bad of a defender, too. That actually helps, right? He's actually a really good defender. Very good tackler, tackles one, he wins his challenges, and he's good at both interceptions and stopping dribblers. So very, very good, and I think he could continue to do these things very, very well at Liverpool. All right, number 2. Yes, it's Antoine Semenyo. I think Liverpool are in for this guy. I think it would take about 65 million. And this is a 25-year-old who, again, can come in right away and make an impact. I think Liverpool, being the team that only signs youngsters and future prospects, I think that's the Liverpool of old. I think they're going to want to win now with the type of business they did this summer and bringing in guys like Verge and Isak. They're going to want to go out and get guys like this who are ready and are able to absolutely dominate straight away. And that's Semenyo. We've seen what he can do at Bournemouth, 25-year-old, 5'11", good power pace, can score goals. And I think he could be a solid Mo Salah replacement on the right side of our attack. Now, pace, dribbling, ball carrying, he's got it all. We know he can do that. And I think this would be a very, very solid and exciting transfer. Here's a couple of his statistics. Obviously, this is from this season Premier League. I think he's, been one of the best attackers in the league, and he's kind of been carrying that Bournemouth team. We saw what he can do against Liverpool. Scored 2 goals, very, very good. And this is, I'm going to show you a stat that I think is actually very, very important and something Liverpool have been missing like crazy. So not super impressive on this slide, but look at those successful take-ons. Take-ons attempted, almost 5 per 90, and then successful take-ons, He's getting almost 2. That's a stat that Liverpool have been missing this season because we do not have wingers who can beat their defenders 1v1. Salah can't do that anymore. Gakpo's not really into that as much. Florian Wirtz is probably the only one I can think of besides maybe Rio Gamoa, who's just too young and hasn't really figured that out yet. But we need a guy who can get the ball up, similar to Jeremy Doku. It's like we've got an outlet, and we know he can go and take on, and most of the time, maybe half the time at least, he can beat his defender 1v1, and we're in some dangerous positions after that. So Antoine Semenyo, I think it's a key signing for Liverpool, and I could see them going in January with Mo Salah leaving. Who else besides Chiesa, who's injury prone? Who else is going to cover that right side of our attack than Antoine Semenyo? Okay, here's the one that might shock you a little bit. It is Bastoni, Alessandro Bastoni, 85 million. Yeah, this one's pretty crazy because one of Europe's best defenders, very good, and he's not, he's not super young, he's not super old, he's right in his prime, 26 years old, 6'3". He's got a contract till 2028, so not the most solidified contract. He does earn almost 200,000 per week, so that's going to be a hefty fee over the course of his contract. But I think about 85 million could do it. I don't know. I mean, Inter have been one of Europe's best teams over the past couple seasons, and they're not going to want to lose this guy. And I don't even know if he'd want to leave Italy unless he has some aspirations to just try something new and perhaps go for that Champions League trophy that's been eluding him. So this guy is just all around good. Fantastic passer. I can't imagine what he would do alongside of Mark Gahey. We'd have a very good possessive and passing back line. You can just see, like, just all over, just a fantastic passer of the ball. And then here we go. More passing statistics. He's good at free kicks. He's good with the ball at his feet. And then he's a good defender. So good at tackling dribblers, good at intercepting passes, solid all around, and then loves the ball at his feet. Very good in possession. Look at those carries. He's just fantastic. He loves being kind of the focal point of that buildup, and that's perfect for what Arne Slot wants. He wants a center back who can get the ball to his feet. He can be comfortable with it, and he can start that buildup from the back. We've seen that with Virgil van Dijk. And so I think this guy would be fantastic. Those are 3 big names. Very aspirational, I would say, especially for Bastoni. I'd love to know what you think. Get your comments in below, as always. The Reds.